Recently, when I talk to people online about like being undiagnosed and maybe autistic or neurodivergent, or being late diagnosed, and like the utility of the labels and all that, I what I find is that having the label gave me a way to understand cognitive and emotional things that were happening internally with like a reference that made sense. And one of those is like the idea of delayed processing. So, what I've noticed throughout my life is that things kind of accumulate in my brain from the environment, from social interactions, from things I'm reading and whatnot. And the density of the information, the amount of connections being made, it almost kind of like bottlenecks in my mind. And that bottleneck feeling makes it really hard to move forward until all of the information is processed. And in order for that information to be processed, I need social rest. I need to be by myself and be lazy, so to speak. And I'm not being lazy. My brain is processing and I'm getting things done. Um, but it's necessary to kind of get balanced again, to like take a break and let everything process, um, and hopefully go back into the world more ready for the deluge of information, and I'm going to be more ready to process it without feeling overwhelmed. So the point here is an autism diagnosis is an identified disability, um, which it is known that we benefit from um, breaks from social environments and this and taking leave. And then internally, it feels like my brain is like finally kind of finishing up processing a lot of things that have accumulated, and turning them into more actionable ideas and plans for the future. So autism diagnosis isn't necessary, but it can be useful in understanding yourself, and finding strategies and having access to accommodations and supports, um, so that you can function and feel um, complete and not frazzled and overwhelmed.